If you've tried anything in your life that was reasonably difficult, you will have reached a point where somebody has told you that you are not good enough. In my profession, that happens all of the time. I get rejected from various different things, whether it's grants, whether it's papers that I've submitted, whether any number of different things as a professor. I get rejected every single day. And rejection and having people tell me that I'm not good enough has been part of my life. I remember a long, long time ago when I was in elementary school running around a track and I was the last person always. I couldn't do it. I wasn't there yet. And I want you to internalize this. You're not there yet. That's how I deal with a lot of the rejection or the things that I go through is I realize that, you know, I'm just not there. And that means that on the other side, it's the subjective opinion of one person typically that's representing everything. And this one person is just not seeing me for who I am. And I have to internalize this and say, well, it's not my problem, it's your problem. And when you internalize it in this way, where you start thinking that I am not the person that has to do all of the heavy work at this moment. Now, hold with me that it's the others, it feels a lot better. Now, how do you actually improve and get a little bit better? Well, you take a little bit of what you are feeling, not all of it, just a little bit, and say, well, you know what? I am not there yet. So what does that mean? I have to keep going at this. This means that somebody doesn't see me for who I am, and that's okay. They will likely never see me for who I am. So I got to get back up and I have to keep training. I have to do other things. Now, I've been exercising for roughly 40 years of my life. I'm now 45 years old. And what I've come to realize is there's not too many people that are 45 years old still doing exercise. And it might take you 40 years to get to the point of where you can say, well, I'm there at this moment. Or, you know what? I just needed to stick with this a little bit longer. Or I needed to try this particular thing over here. And once you come to the conclusion that you're not there yet, that, you know what, you probably shouldn't have been at that moment a part of that particular thing because there was something dysfunctional that was going on. And if you internalize this and you say, you know, how do I get to the next thing? And how do I get to the next thing is by simply just staying with what I'm doing or trying and developing the things that I'm slightly weak at, then you will actually improve. And there will be a moment in time where you actually get to where you're going. Now, there's lots of things where I've given up on, and I just don't do those particular things anymore. Now, the reason why I don't do those particular things anymore, and I've given up on them, is I realize that those are dead ends. And those, the way that I keep going is I have to build up all of this. If you see what I'm doing, is building up my self-esteem so that I can keep going. And that is the end message. That's the only thing that I know how to actually get to someplace is just to keep going, to try different avenues, to explore as much as you possibly can, and to not give up on yourself. Now, one of the things that you're going to face is one particular avenue, somebody's going to say you're not good enough. And what you need to absorb is the fact that maybe there's a whole bunch of people that are saying that particular thing. And so what you need to do is find another avenue that you can go to and build up and do well in that particular other avenue. I want you to really internalize this. And what I'm actually saying is that there is a world of opportunities that exist. And what we tend to do is to focus on one particular path. And if we don't get that thing because of a subjective opinion by one or two people, then we feel devastated and we absorb all that stuff. But if we take a step back and we say, you know what, the world is large and there's no reason for me to ever feel like a failure at any given time. I can do any number of different things. I'm talented, I'm an incredible person, and I can go explore the world. If I have that attitude, nothing is going to stop you. And you will find something that will allow you to grow and do extraordinarily well. If you have the attitude that there's one possible way, and that one possible way depends on the subjective opinion of one or two people, you're going to be devastated and it's going to hurt every single time. And you won't make that much progress. But if you simply say, what do they know? I can get back up and I can try every single day. I can reposition myself in a different way. I can try not to absorb what they're saying and find other people that are more supportive. I can go and do something completely different where I'm leveraging the things that I've learned in another particular area. As long as you have the belief that you are a good person, that you're doing good things, that you are extremely talented, and that there is a world of opportunities that exists, that's never ever going to let you down. The subjective opinion by one or two people are never going to let you down. And what you need to do, and this is the hard part for all of us, is to take that one little tiny thing that they're trying to communicate or somebody is trying to communicate to you and why that is the case, and try to just tweak just a little bit to improve to get to the next particular step. And when you're old enough, and when you've done this for so many times and so many years, you'll look back and you'll say, what? I did okay. People have ridiculed me or told me I couldn't do a particular thing, and I've just said, tough luck. I'm a talented, extremely kind-hearted, intelligent person. And I'm going to keep going every single day. And nobody's going to stop me from that. Yes, there might be moments where I feel crushed or even years where I feel crushed. But I'm not going to let those people get me down. I'm going to get back up and I'm going to do it again. And the only way that I know that leads to you feeling better about yourself, leads to any number of ways that we measure success, there's only one secret. That's it. Is to get back up and to do it again. No matter how old you are, what you look like, where you're coming from, is to go back and figure it out in a different way. View the world as a number of different opportunities that's constantly growing and constantly changing. And never internalize anybody's subjective opinion of you, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. What matters is what's going on in here. That's the most important thing. All right, take care. And don't lose hope. You got a lot of life ahead. Even if you're 80 years old, you have a lot of life ahead. Go and explore, get back up. Go do the things that you love to do. And don't let anybody take that away from you. All right, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.